My name is Shae Schluter, and I'm doing an informative speech on LASIK eye surgery. LASIK eye surgery also stands for laser-assisted in situ keratomylosis. It's also called laser eye surgery or laser vision correction. It's a refractive surgery for the correction of myopia, which is nearsightedness, hyperopia, which is farsightedness, and stigmatisms. LASIK eye surgery reduces the dependence on prescription eyeglasses and/or contact lenses. It reshapes the cornea so that light entering the eye can be properly focused onto the retina for clearer vision. It normally is pain-free, takes about 5 to 15 minutes per eye, and results can normally be seen in about 24 hours, if not right after the surgery, after the blurriness subsides. I got this information from a website that was reviewed by MD Brian Boxer-Watchler, and how it's done is a tool called femtosecond laser creates a thin circular flap in the cornea and pushes it back. Then the flap, after being folded back, the corneal tissue is removed using an excimer laser. The laser uses ultraviolet light beams to remove tissue so that it focuses on light to the retina more accurately. If you're nearsighted, lasers flatten the cornea. If you are farsighted, the lasers create steeper corneas. Excimer lasers can correct stigmatism, which often people think it cannot. There are different options besides LASIK, but LASIK does do stigmatisms as well. After the laser is used, the flap is laid back over the cornea where the tissue was removed, and it heals naturally, so there's no stitches needed or anything but drops. After this surgery, you only have to put drops on. There's no bandages needed or stitches, as I said. Before the surgery, all you have to do is go in and get an exam from your eye doctor and determine if your eyes are healthy enough to go through with surgery. After LASIK, your recovery can be from a few days, and more normally it's just a few days, but it can last up to several weeks for your vision to stabilize. All you have to do is use the drops the doctor prescribes you to reduce the dry eyes. They want to keep them moist. You may feel temporary blurring or itching sensation right after the procedure, but it should subside after a couple hours. The doctor sees you the next day to check that everything is fine and then tells you when you can drive again, so you do have to have someone pick you up and take you there the next day. You'll have blurriness until the next morning, and it's expected right after. And then a couple days rest is recommended by your doctor, but in some cases people can return to work as early as the next morning. You're not supposed to exercise after because it can interfere with the healing process, and you cannot touch the eye because the flap that is removed can be interfered with, which doesn't let it heal. And then the cost, it can be as low as $1,500 and as high as $2,500 per eye, so about $5,000. I conducted an interview with Shae Morley, who had LASIK done about 5 years ago. She said that the procedure made her eyes hurt 3 to 4 days after because the drops caused irritation in her eye and it felt really itchy, and she felt some burning sensations there. She said that she could feel the pressure of the flap getting cut, which is the flap that gets removed before the laser can correct the cornea. She said that right after her surgery, she had perfect vision right after, and that her vision has actually declined after 5 years, so she thinks within the next 10 years she'll have to have glasses again, maybe contacts or a corrective surgery again. Her surgery cost about $5,000, and again, she said that her eyes were only itchy for about 3 to 4 days after the procedure. And now I'm going to show you a video from Amera Medical that shows the animation of the LASIK eye surgery. So this is showing the flap of the eye being cut back so that it exposes the cornea a little better. And you can see the flap being pushed back. And the laser entering the cornea to cut out some of the corneal tissue. The flap being placed back over the eye. And notice they don't use stitches or anything. After this is done, they get to blink their eyes like normal because the eye will heal itself and the flap will attach itself back to the eye pretty fast. And that is all. Thank you.